Welcome back to the podcast. This is an absolute trip for me because since July of 2020, I have been recording my podcast without the camera on. It's just been me at home, usually at nighttime with QVC on in the background with my two dogs, and you can't see me. And it's just like I pick up the phone and I give you a call and we chit chat. But I am getting out of my comfort zone and I have decided to record the podcast through audio and in video form. So it'll be on my YouTube channel. And then those of you that still listen on Spotify, iTunes, you'll still have access to it. So this is brand new. I have this fabulous new microphone, which makes all of my little girl dreams come true because when I was little, all I wanted to do was be like a singer or a radio host. And I had my cassette players and I was always getting microphones and playing with them. So I feel like a really big deal with this microphone and super fancy. But let's get into it. I have a lot that I want to talk about. There's been a lot of changes in the Sheila Jane Wellness world. Sheila Jane Wellness is, I guess you would say, my brand. And it started with Sheila Jane Wellness, weight loss and recovery on Weight Watchers, because I marry my weight loss journey with my 12-step Al-Anon recovery. And in the last month, I've been really trying to be consistent and post on social media and my platforms. And it's just so interesting to me how my weight loss journey and my personality with my weight loss journey is directly associated with how I approach like all areas of my life. I will be gung-ho and all about it and super focused with perfectionist, all in energy, and then I'll fall off the face of the earth and you won't hear from me for months at a time. It's all or nothing. It's black or white thinking. I'm either all in or I'm all out. Luckily, my weight loss journey has inspired me because at this point, it's not all or nothing. I've been maintaining a 40-pound loss for years now. And I haven't just thrown in the towel and given up and been in a perfectionist mindset. I've actually gone slow and steady with discipline and consistency and daily habits, one step at a time. And now it's just become part of my life. So when I was thinking about the fact that I want to do Instagram, I want to post on Facebook, I want to do my podcast, I just love social media. That's what I do in my personal job. Outside of this, I am a social media coach and marketing person. And so it's always been a passion of mine, but it's been really hard for me to figure out my niche with consistency with my greatest passion, which is wellness, thriving, taking care of oneself, healing from trauma, and all of that. So I think it was last May, I was posting every single day on Instagram. Ooh, I just snapped. Was that too alarming for the microphone? See, now those of you on YouTube get to see me. When I just have been talking to you one-on-one on my podcast, I move my hands, I slap my hands down, I'm petting my dogs. It's like a whole thing. But now you're getting up. This hand needs to just keep it together. So last May, and I was posting like every single day on Instagram and making reels, and then I just burned myself out because I just get worried, like, is this good enough? Am I doing it good enough? Are people liking it? And then I stress myself out so much that I just stop doing it. So I'm trying to apply what I've learned in my weight loss journey to providing content. So this is just a heads up of where you can find me. So I am on Instagram. And I am trying to post at least twice a week stories that give you a behind the scenes look at what I'm doing in my life. I am trying to post reels at least twice a week, which has been very hard for me because they take a lot of time to film. And I want to show you like my grocery. When I go grocery shopping, I want to just give you my tips and little short nuggets of information about how I cook my food and what I'm buying. And so I'm trying to do that. And so that's happening over on Instagram. And then on Facebook, I'm trying to be, if you find me on Facebook, Sheila Jane Wellness, I'm trying to be cash over there. So if you're more on Facebook, no problem. All of my content from Instagram will also post on Facebook, but vice versa. So, but over there, I'm trying to try out like more casual video, like little short videos that are more casual, that aren't as edited, that are also behind the scenes of what I'm doing in my health and wellness journey. And then I have my podcast, which was my OG, my original way of communicating with you about my journey. I'm hoping to do that every other week. And yes, I know you message me and you say, have you given up the podcast? Are you not doing the podcast anymore? I'm just trying to figure out my groove. When I first started my weight loss journey, I was talking to you every single day. If you go back and listen to the very beginning of my podcast, we were talking every single day. I don't have that bandwidth anymore, and I just feel like I don't have that much to talk about because it's kind of a daily routine, and back then it was very desperate. Like I was trying to do all the things in my weight loss journey. So I'm hoping to do the podcast every other week. I also have a YouTube channel where I'm trying to talk about specific targeted helpful topics when it comes to a weight loss Weight Watchers journey. So I talk a lot about mistakes that I've made on my Weight Watchers journey and how you can avoid those mistakes. I'm going to come out with a video soon, maybe next week, on like beginner tips of how to start a Weight Watchers journey. I want to explore the app, just kind of like tutorials. Let's call them tutorials, or really fast, short, in-depth, specific topics to Weight Watchers, weight loss, and all of that. So I have that, my YouTube channel, which this will be posted there. And then I also have a Patreon, which is my like secret private community of VIPs, where you're the people that are like, I want to be connected with you way more often. I really like the support that you give. I like your personality, and I just want to hear what you're talking about. And I post in there every week, audios. So like this last week, I came out with an audio. I do juicy content where I just talk about the super behind the scenes personal aspects of my life, like my dating life, my divorce, just how I am living. And then topics that I don't post on YouTube, but are specific to a weight loss journey. So you can explore that. Basically, the bottom line, here's the deal. Let's cut to the chase. SheilaJaneWellness.com is where I list all of this. If you want access to my Amazon shop with all of my kitchen tools that I use, if you want access to that private community, my Instagram, my Facebook, like if you want to find me in all the places, go to SheilaJaneWellness.com. But I'm trying to just tell you here, the changes are afoot. Changes are coming. I'm trying, like I said, to apply everything that I've learned in my weight loss journey of show up one day at a time, one step at a time, try not to get in the perfectionist mindset, discipline and consistency. I'm trying to apply all of that to just stinking posting regularly for you on the different platforms so that we can stay connected. So there you go. Okay, fire. It's fire season where I live in wine country, California. And we just had a fire close by recently and a lot of smoke in the air. And I just wanted to talk about how every season comes with its challenges when it comes to activity, getting outside. I don't go to a gym. I work out by going for a walk, and then I'll do like a little bit of in-home workout, which I'm so excited. I just figured out a lot of my members in my Weight Watchers workshops talk about silver sneakers, and I just love the name silver sneakers. I love alliteration, and I just love the way that sounds. And so my members that are in their 60s and 70s will talk about that they go to silver sneakers classes. And I have always been gravitating towards senior specific activities. When I was a kid, I did the senior water aerobics on any vacation that I went to. And I wasn't annoying. You're probably thinking, oh, you were a kid and you crashed the senior water aerobics. I was in line. They wanted me to join them. I did all the activities and exercises they did, and I was their little cheerleader. I was all about it. So since I was a kid, I have gravitated towards senior workouts. And it helps me now at my age. I'm almost a senior, no. Because I've got some back pain and I've got some knee issues, and I just want to be gentle with my body. And so I don't think it's just for seniors. I just think it's smart exercise. And today, it's smoky outside, it's hot. I'm just feeling kind of blah. I don't know if I'm going to go out for a walk. When I don't walk my dogs, don't worry. I do a lot of tug of war and throwing the ball inside the house, and they get really worked up. But I typed in to YouTube seated walking exercise, because normally I've been a big advocate of the Lucy Wyndham Reed videos, and she does indoor walking videos. And I know there's other indoor walking, but even that on the hardwood floors, I will sometimes tweak my back or tweak my neck. Even doing the standing exercise can tweak me out a little bit with my muscles and my bones and my crookedy old body hair. So when I typed in chair walking, Silver Sneakers popped up, and they have a whole YouTube channel where they are doing gentle exercises. And I said, I'm so excited. I'm going to do this. Where was I going with this whole topic? Fire season, smoke outside, hot weather. How are you adjusting? Every season comes with its challenges. And right now, it's like I got to get up super early in the morning to get out on the road. And then even if I today wanted to get out super early in the morning, I wouldn't have been able to because the air quality is so bad. So I'm just trying to be flexible and adaptable. And I'm just always grateful that since the beginning of my Weight Watchers journey, I did not stress myself out with running or just any sort of intense cardio, that I lost my weight by doing low intensity exercise. And so when I am in a stage or a period where I can't exercise as much, it doesn't impact my weight loss tremendously. The scale does go up a little bit, but it's doable. It's reasonable. I went on a lovely picnic a couple weeks ago with some friends. I want to tell you about that because I am trying to, we talk a lot about in Weight Watchers meetings that we're impacted by our environment, we're impacted by our social circle, and I am trying to figure out ways to get my friends and my social circle together beyond just revolving around sitting at a restaurant and drinking and eating. So I sent out a text message to the group and I said, let's go for a picnic. It's lavender season here in wine country. We have Mediterranean temperatures. I'm showing you some of my arm movement here. We've got Mediterranean temps. So it is perfect for growing grapes. And then, of course, in France, they're growing grapes and they're also growing lavender. And so here in wine country, we have a lot of lavender fields, and June is the time of year when they are in spectacular bloom. So there's one in particular that said, come on by for sunset, bring a picnic and experience the lavender. So I invited my girlfriends and we all brought our own snacks and drinks to share. And what I figured is that we'd meet there and then we could walk around the lavender fields and get in some extra steps and activities and have some great conversation. So I made pinwheels. Another thing that you're going to have to get used to, I'm so sorry, is I am such a shallow breather. And then when I'm amped up and I'm talking, I forget to breathe. And so then I have to gasp for air, oh. So I'm sorry about that. I'm a mouth breather. What can I say? So I made pinwheels because I wanted to bring a healthy snack or a healthy little dinner treat. And I got the low carb La Tortilla Factory tortillas. And then I got some light cream cheese. And I'm going to make a reel about this, or maybe I posted it on my Facebook, a little video of how I made the pinwheels. Anyways, it was just like 1 point, a little wheel. It's like what you would get at Costco, but way more lower in points. So the tortilla, the cream cheese, some butter, lettuce, and then some ham, a little bit of turkey, and some pickles, rolled it all up and cut it up. Perfect to bring to a picnic, and so portable and easy and didn't cause a mess. And then I brought my pretzel sticks, which are my cauliflower pretzel sticks. And I love that because when I go to I don't bring them into my house because I'll eat the whole bag in one sitting. But when I go to like a picnic or an outdoor concert, I bring the pretzel sticks and the little pipcorn, I think they're called, little cheese balls. And yeah, we had fruit and a little charcuterie. And then we walked the lavender field grounds, and it was at sunset, and it was spectacular. I posted pictures of it on Facebook. So yeah, I challenge you in the summer season to invite your best friends to activities, walking, swimming, picnicking, sunset, music that are, a variety of options besides just eating. Sharpie time. So the other day, I'm struggling a little bit on my journey right now. I would say we just asked this question in our workshops. What season do you feel like you're in on your Weight Watchers journey? And I said I'm in the season of, ow, my toe is cramping. Ow. See, in my previous just podcast days, I would have paused the audio and dealt with my big toe cramping, but we're just going to keep powering through. What was I talking about? Oh, that we were saying, what season of your journey are you in? And I said I'm in the season of winter because I have such a small amount of weight to get to my goal weight. I've been struggling to get to my goal weight for years. I've done podcasts like, am I self-sabotaging? Is it, I really do think I have a mental block of achieving my goals. I don't know. It's like I don't sometimes want to see myself succeed because that would be too much pressure. Is that real? That feels very real to me. Like I just don't want to set myself up for defeat. So I'm the closest I've ever been, but yet I won't quite allow myself to get to the finish line because I just don't maybe believe in myself enough or think I'm capable, or what's going to happen when I get there and then I can't maintain it or it all falls apart. And so I've just been stalled out for years now. I'm in the winter of my journey coming off of the holiday season. I had got to my lowest weight before the holidays, and then the holidays came and I put some of that weight back on. And I think I just went into a very low state of mind with that. Like, see, you did it again. So I just feel frozen. Like I need to thaw out and get really some passion and energy back with my journey. Like I've said, I'm at that point where I know it's going to require real major life changes to get to that final goal weight. And I just am not sure if I'm ready to be consistent with those habits necessary to reach lifetime. So one of those habits is, bringing food into the house from the grocery store and knowing how many points they are. And so what I've been doing is I've got my Sharpie right out on the countertop. I came in the other day from Whole Foods, and there were probably 5 items that I picked up from Whole Foods that I didn't barcode scan while I was there, which is another habit that I like to, there's times when I'm really good at it and times that I'm not. But so the Sharpie's out, and before they get put away in the refrigerator, freezer, or and pantry cabinet, is I scan them and then I put in big Sharpie the point value right there on the packaging. So I've been doing that, and my hope is that when I pull it out, I see it immediately, and it's just any reminder, like Hello, you're in this journey. Hello, every food that you eat has points. Hello, you can't just pretend that you can eat this and that those points don't exist. Any um, blinking, flashing alarms that I look at that are just getting me back and mindful and in tune with what I'm consuming, and that this isn't just a free for all, and that I can't just sweep what I'm eating under the rug, that it exists and it's either going to show up in my tracker or it's going to show up on my body. So I'm proud of myself for implementing that. I'm still on my tofu journey. Just an update with that. Tofu is 0 points on Weight Watchers, and for goodness sakes, I cannot figure out how I want to get it just incorporated on a weekly basis in my rotation. Fish, I have nailed down. I am doing salmon in my air fryer, no problem. It tastes delicious. It's so easy. It's so fast. I do my canned tuna and my canned salmon. So I've got my fish on point. It's the stinking tofu that I've tried lots of different recipes and I just can't quite figure out. So I ordered, because I was doing makeshift, with tofu, the most important thing is that you need to press all the liquid out. So I was doing like the cans and the plate on top of the tofu with all the paper towels, and it was just feeling like too much. It was just, tofu is so high maintenance, but yet so easy at the same time, I think, once you figure it out. So I ordered on Amazon a tofu press, which came in the mail, and I will keep you posted on how that goes. Once I figure out if it's worthwhile, it will be linked in my Amazon store, where I have all of my other hot items that I use for my weight loss Weight Watchers journey, linked on SheilaJaneWellness.com. Lollipops. So when my mom had her colonoscopy, one of the things that they recommended was Werther's candies. And so she had a couple of them, and then she had a bunch left over, and then she would give me some, and I forgot how delicious they were. My grandfather used to have coffee sucking candies in his Lincoln boat Navigator, and when I was a kid, I just would get so excited because when you get in Grandpa's car, he would pop a coffee sucky little lozenge thing, and then I would have one too. So it brings back comfort. It brings back the memes. And the Werthers, ooh, so good. And I was loving them because at night when I had a sweet tooth craving, instead of just going and raiding the kitchen and eating a bunch of sweets, which I don't really have in my kitchen, but I would just pop a little Werther's and it would hit the spot and it would satisfy me and I'd be done with my sweet cravings. But I know that Werther's is probably a very processed candy. So the last time that I was at Whole Foods, I wanted to see if I could find a non-processed option. Well, processed, but like better ingredients. And I came across a brand of lollipops called Yum Earth, and they are divine. I'm hoping this doesn't lead to cavities. I don't know if I'm going to have one every single night because they do really help me. It's like when I chew gum, but maybe every other night. We'll see. Maybe I brush my teeth right after I eat it. I don't know. If you have any tips on candy and how to not, actually I did last night. I did chomp down on it at the end and it was so good. If you have any tips for how to eat candy without getting cavities, can you please let me know? But if you're looking for something to throw in your purse or have in your pantry for just a quick little sweet, I could also here's the deal. I could also take I don't have to eat the whole thing. Sometimes it's just like 3 or 4 licks of the lollipop and then just like put it in a plastic bag and save it for another time. Would that work? We're experimenting here because it's like 0 points. And sometimes I just need that little hint of sweet and it hits the spot. So check out the Yum Earth Lollipop brand at Whole Foods and let's go on this journey together. Let's figure out how to enjoy these without getting cavities and a nice 0 point option for a dessert that makes the taste buds so peppy and happy. But I did want to tell you about the Amy Lou brand. The Amy Lou brand, I feel like, is going viral. It's blowing up. I have been on a journey to find chicken burgers because I do have turkey burgers. But Costco has started carrying Amy Lou, and then Whole Foods has it too. And it's already cooked chicken burgers, and then they come in different flavors, and they're really good on points. I love them because I just throw them on the stove. And I actually made a reel about this on Instagram, so if you want to check that out. But I throw them on the stove, and then I wrap them in butter lettuce with a pickle, a little 0 point ketchup with no sugar, a little mayo, and it hits the spot. I have just been, and I want to try them in my air fryer too. I've been doing on the stove, but I think they would be good in my air fryer. I have a new Ninja single bucket air fryer that has been great. I used to use the Pampered Chef air fryer, got rid of that, used it for years. This Ninja air fryer is the way to go. I have my gardening. So in years past, I've done a lot of vegetable gardening, and it got a little bit overwhelming and out of control. So this year I'm focusing on doing 2 zucchini plants, 1 yellow, I believe, and 1 green, and then 2 cherry tomato plants. And I had a tip, a member in one of my Weight Watchers workshops recommended, don't feel obligated like you have to eat all your cherry tomatoes right off the vine. Like, do that if you want to, but if you have a really big harvest, freeze your cherry tomatoes. And she said it's so fabulous. She cooks them. She cooks her tomatoes to make marinara sauce and anything else, and that they freeze really beautifully. So I haven't tried it. Don't quote me on this, but when my members recommend something, I go for it. But I think it's just important to think about the season, write out a list of everything that you want to do in the summer that is helpful for your Weight Watchers weight loss journey, farmers market, gardening, going swimming, all the things, and then make that a fun scavenger hunt throughout the next several months to really capitalize and feel like you're getting your money's worth out of the summer season, so that when the winter rolls around, you go, I really took advantage of summer. So I'm going to come out with a YouTube video soon on my new smart water bottle. I actually have it right here. I got it on Amazon. Do I have it linked to my Amazon shop? I'm not sure. It's called the Hydrate Spark 21 ounce water bottle. So I want to do a review on it, but I just want to let you know I'm testing out a smart water bottle because I've always thought I was an incredible drinker of water, if that's even grammatically correct to say, because I don't drink sodas. I drink sparkling waters, but I drink water. Come to find out, after my last blood work, I am very dehydrated. And so I got this smart water bottle to remind me throughout the day to drink from it. And I have different strategies and things that I've learned about it. So stay tuned for that video of whether I officially decide to tell you, yes, it's worth getting, because it's not like, it's pricey. It's not, but is it the same cost as one of those Stanley water bottles and it has more features? I don't know. It might be a little bit more expensive than a Stanley. One of my favorite desserts right now on my journey is Magic Spoon cereal. I get it at Costco. It's the fruity cereal flavor. So it tastes like Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles. That was one of my favorite cereals as a kid. And I just put it in plain yogurt and I mix it up. And there is something about the consistency of the Magic Spoon cereal when it kind of soaks in a little bit of the yogurt that just is so satisfying. Like my desserts at night are like, I'll have one of my dried fruits, either my fig, my plum, or my date, one of those. And then a little bit later on, I'll make my little yogurt bowl with some of my fruity Magic Spoon cereal. And then if I'm still craving fruit, which my sweet tooth and snack tooth at night is very intense. So if I'm still craving a snack and something sweet, I've got always my strawberries in the fridge, my blueberries. I tend to lean on those two 0 point fruits because I think they have the less impact on my blood sugar. So I'll have some sliced strawberries with some blueberries, and they're so refreshing in the summer. It is salad season. Are we all participating in the joys that is salad season? This is the time of year where I am basically having a salad every single day. And here's the deal. I get the Organic Girl red butter lettuce, pre-washed. I spend the extra money. It is fresh. It is crisp. It is divine. I use a vinegar and some olive oil with garlic salt and black pepper. That's my dressing. Maybe sometimes I'll put in a little Dijon and mix that in. And then I do chopped bell peppers, chopped cucumbers, sometimes chopped carrots, whatever I've got in the fridge. Like if I cooked broccoli the night before and I didn't eat it all, I'll chop that up, or asparagus, and throw it in. I make it the confetti salad is what I call it. And then for protein, I alternate between the following. I will do a hot dog. Yes, you heard that correctly. I mentioned this in a workshop the other day, and everyone seemed horrified that I would put a hot dog chopped up in my salad. Don't knock it until you try it. Sometimes I'm craving a hot dog, just a taste of it, but I don't need the bun. So I get the turkey hot dogs from Whole Foods. And I'll also I have canned salmon. I'll throw, if I'm in a hurry, I'll put a little canned salmon in my salad. Or I poach chicken breasts as part of my meal prep. So I always have chicken breasts in the fridge. So I'll tear off some pieces or chop up some pieces of chicken breast to put in there. Any other proteins I'm forgetting about that I put in my salad? I think that's it. And then I'll have that for my lunch. And then my snack in the afternoon is, I used to put avocados in my salad. Avocados are points. But I don't put avocados in my salads anymore because then in the afternoon, I read somewhere that to get the most nutritional benefit out of cucumbers and tomatoes, you don't actually want to combine them. I think it was when I was doing my iron research, like something about combining cucumbers and tomatoes, they actually diminish the nutrients that you absorb. I am on a journey of learning about nutrient absorption in the body. I am so fascinated that there are foods that play so well together and then foods that don't play well together. Just like you don't put certain vegetables together in a garden because they'll suck the nutrients from the soil and then the other will die. I think my goal is to record audios that are specific to foods that you get the most nutritional impact that I've learned. Like just yesterday, I made this special soup that is using spinach, which the way that I made it gives it the most nutritional value for iron, which from my blood test results, I'm lacking in ferritin stores, which is iron stores. So if you get into my Patreon, one of my goals is to record specific audios on what I'm learning and researching about foods that are good together and how you cook them, because it boggles my mind that we can think we're eating so healthy, which we are, which is great, and food is medicine, but yet if our stomach, gut bacteria, and just the way that the food is playing inside the stomach and the intestines is not in optimum conditions, you might not be getting as much nutritional value out of the food as you could be. And we just cannot have that. If I'm going to take the energy to eat the salad with all the veggies, I want to get the biggest bang for my buck of the nutritional value of that. It just makes me not happy to realize that I could just be releasing it in the toilet and all those nutrients are going down literally the drain. Anyways, so what were we talking about? Oh, cucumbers. Oh, we were talking about avocados and tomatoes and cucumbers. My afternoon, I put cucumbers in my salad. And then in the afternoon, around 2 or 3, when I'm getting hungry for a snack, I do my avocado with tomato. And I have my avocado tomato salad. And I'll put either a little ranch dressing or a little Caesar dressing. I like the veganese. I think that's, I don't remember what they're called. It's a dairy-free vegan mayonnaise and then dressing line that I just love that I get from Whole Foods. And I just tried their Caesar dressing and it's so good. I am not doing the Bolt House dressings anymore. They're a game changer. Bolt House dressings are what I use my entire start of my weight loss journey to lose 40 pounds. I have nothing against the Bolt House dressings. You just know that on my journey, because I struggle with anxiety and my blood sugar, and I just need my mental health, my nervous system to be firing on all cylinders to just keep me floating through life. When I cut out a lot of preservatives in the ingredients in my foods, I started to feel so much better. So whenever I say this, it's not to say that these foods are bad. There's no bad or good foods. I'm just choosing to also cut out dairy. And so I'm going for dressing options that have fewer ingredients and are dairy-free. And this brand, I wish I'll post about it on Facebook or somewhere and you'll see it. But yeah, so that's my evening snack. And then for my nighttime snack, if I'm hungry, I will have a little bit of soup because even though it's summer, at nights here, it's cooling off pretty fast. And so if I just feel like I'm still hungry, I'll have a little bit of soup. I make like a tomato, spinach, garlic soup broth that is so good. And I might have some of that or just some bone broth to take that nighttime snack craving and like bring it down a little bit. Oh, and then look what I have here. I need to put this in my Amazon shop. If you're listening to the podcast, you can't see this, but I'm holding up the simple and satisfying, easy to make recipes for a healthy, balanced lifestyle by Nikki Gets Fit. So I've been following Nikki Gets Fit for a while, and she came out with a cookbook. So it's sitting right here because I want to go through the book and look for recipes that I want to bookmark and then make and try out. So that's exciting. What else do I have here in my little, I've got my chomps. I'm always eating a turkey pepperoni. Everyone talks about loving chomps. Now, I've been eating chomps for years now. And I remember when I got my first order of chomps, I ordered it straight from the company. They are a meat stick brand. They delivered and I asked for a return. I asked for a return because a return because I thought that the turkey sticks tasted stale. And then I came to find out that's just the way they taste. And then Costco started carrying the Chomps beef. And I never really loved the flavor of them, but I loved how they were protein and I could take them on the go with me when I was running errands and they hit the spot. But if someone was to ask me, do you like love chomps? I would go, just like I love my hard-boiled eggs, I love chomps because they are super great ingredients, 0 sugar, and they're easy to take on the road, and I trust the ingredients, and so that's what, but I don't love the flavor of them. I'm kind of burned out with them until I found the pepperoni seasoned turkey stick. So this is what you've got to get your hands on. It is absolutely delicious. I love the flavor of fennel and I love pizza that has the sausage on it that has the fennel type flavor sausage. That is what this tastes like. So recommended tip on that. And then I also have here in front of me the Smart Food white cheddar little pouch of popcorn. Costco is coming out with so many great things. I'm going to do a Instagram reel soon of my latest Costco finds, but they have a box now. Like they used to do the big Dorito boxes with all the different flavors. Well, now they have a huge box that has popcorners in it, the Smart Food cheddar, and then a couple other point-friendly, healthier snack options in this big box variety pack. So highly recommend that. Oh gosh, I have another thing I want to tell you. I'm looking over here at my side table where my couch is, and I have 2 3-pound weights sitting on my side table. I swear this microphone that I'm using is just going to make me even more of a chatty Cathy because I love holding it and I love the way it looks and I just feel so official. I love this. I don't love the camera. The camera is going to be an adjustment for me. It makes me a little nauseous actually because like I don't know where to look. I have to look over here. It's the camera is going to be a little bit of an issue. I don't know. Maybe I'll need to set up the camera and then just talk off to the side like I'm talking to a guest so that I don't have to look at it. I'll go through spurts where I'm really good at getting strength training in, where I like dedicate in winter, I was dedicating almost an hour in the morning to getting on my total gym and doing pull-ups and like barbell curls and all kinds of stuff. I used to do strength specific workout videos. And one thing I know about this Weight Watchers weight loss wellness journey is life is constantly happening and I have to be in constant check-in with my habits. What habits are slipping? What habits I'm feeling really confident about that I want to keep doing? Because if I don't keep tabs on that, then like, for example, strength training just goes by the wayside when life gets busy and my schedule changes or the heat heats up or whatever it is. So I read or heard somewhere that it's not about this idea, which I've been saying, of like, I have to just do strength training for an hour or 30 minutes. And then that's how I get the most out of it. Like, they're actually finding what's better for your blood sugar, what's better for your circulation is, you know, like your Apple Watch that will remind you to stand every hour. That it's actually super beneficial if maybe when your Apple Watch goes off to stand, you just do some curls with your lightweight barbells for 5 minutes or however long you can do it or however many reps you want to do. So my goal has been throughout my day, instead of pausing and focusing on a period of time where I'm doing the strength training workout, I'm now incorporating these little breaks, which I have a whole audio in my Patreon on what I call exercise snacks. So listen to that. If you're one of my VIP Patreons, SheilaJaneWellness.com, you can get access. But yeah, so after I do this podcast, I've been sitting for a while. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to get on my little portable stair stepper, which is linked in my Amazon shop. And I also have my barbells linked in my Amazon shop. And I'll do some like arm curls. The main place, I was very lucky in my weight loss journey. I don't have a lot of skin that's loose on my stomach. The place that I've noticed the most loose skin is on my arms. And even so, it's like not too bad. Like I can see my muscle there. But my arms were one of the places that my weight showed the most. Like this has been a weird journey. I know, you know, the thing about YouTube, those of you that are listening on the podcast, like you get me. You understand that I'm literally trying the best I can, that I'm a quirky little critter, that I am not perfect, and there's some podcasts that I knock it out of the park and some that I'm sure you're like, skip. But that's the luck of the draw. My YouTube viewers, you are all very nice, but there's some outliers that like find me and find my channel and they just don't get it. And I had one woman that was like, you need to sit on your hands. If I micromanage this whole process, you'll never hear from me because it'll just be too much. So I use my hands. This has made me a little bit nauseous trying to figure out the camera. Hi, baby. Oh, come here. Can you come here? Opie, come. He's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, gosh, you were just seeping. You were seeping and now you're just a little grumpy bear. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see my little angel boy. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's the video. This is better up close, but I'm going to have to figure out the video thing. Love the microphone. Here we go. We did it. Oh. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. We will talk soon. Find me on all the places. Let's hang out. Let's do this journey together. Let's get me to my goal weight, for goodness sakes. That's another reason why I've been so passionate about posting on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, because just like when I started my journey and I was religiously posting my podcast, it helped. But my podcast now, it's like it still helps, but I need to expand and be trying different recipes and just doing different things. And so I wanted to bring back my social media content because I knew it would force me to like really stay on top of my journey. And so let's hope that's the case. We're going to do this. We're going to get there together, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.